On a steamy night in Memphis with temperatures near 90 degrees, two of the USL's hottest teams get set to do battle. It's West versus East as 901 FC takes on LA Galaxy 2. Welcome, everybody, to AutoZone Park. I'm Dave Woloshin, along with J.J. Greer. We mentioned scorching. Both teams hot. Memphis has won 5 of their last 7, only 1 loss. LA Galaxy, 3 of their last 5 with only 1 loss. And J.J., the most amazing thing about all of this, you look at both sides, both are brand new rosters. So many new faces.
Yeah, a lot of times it can be hard to have continuity, Dave, in this league, in the USL Championship, especially for a reserve side in LA Galaxy 2. You've got players from the first team, LA Galaxy, coming down to the second team. You got academy players coming up, so a lot of interchanging players going on, but you can expect for them to be young, talented, and hungry coming into this game tonight.
Memphis team stays hungry. They've won 2 in a row, looking for their 3rd. Their last outing, a terrific game against Indy 11.
And you saw the goal right there from Zach Carroll. He was a real standout performer. Team of the week performance from him. He got a goal. Really probably should have had a shutout as well. And, of course, Laurent Kaseyadu, what a fantastic goal that was. Taking it down with the left, slotting it home with the right. Really looking forward to seeing those 2 players in this match tonight.
Yes, you do. So important to this Memphis team. He's got more shots than anybody on the side, and he had that goal. He's got 2 goals on the year.
He's had a real breakout season in his 2nd year with 901 FC. As you said, Dave, 2 goals and 3 assists on the year. I think his goal against Indy 11 especially was so special. You see him assisting as well. He can do it all. I think he's got a great opportunity tonight against a young LA Galaxy 2 side to get on the score sheet. I expect for him to drive at that back line tonight.
LA will count on Cameron Dunbar. He's in a nice run here. 2 goals in his last game. He's scored 3 goals and 2 assists in the last 3.
Great form so far. He's only 19 years old, Dave, and standing at 5'6". He might be young, he might be small, but he's doing big things for LA Galaxy 2. 3 goals and 2 assists in their last 5 matches played. Very technical, very quick player. Looking forward to seeing what he can do against 901 FC tonight.
Looking forward to seeing all these new faces. So much talent. And we'll take a look at the starting lineups in just a minute.
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex, here to help.
Weather never stops, and neither do we. We've got the team and the technology to be your first alert to the Mid-South's ever-changing conditions. Taking action for you. First Alert Weather, only on Action News 5.
I know Memphis in the Mid-South. In my 40-plus years at Action News 5, I've covered it all. And that helps me take action for you when you need it most.
Watch Joe Burge, weeknights, only on Action News 5. We're a city with soul, grit and grind, from sunup to sundown. With every action you take, you make Memphis, Memphis. And we're here every step of the way, taking action for you.
It means we've got your back.
Telling your stories. Celebrating your community.
Watching out for your family.
And finding solutions to your problems.
It's what we do. Action News 5, taking action for you.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
Every evening, Action News 5 is focused on gathering stories that affect you.
From Memphis to South Haven, West Memphis to Covington,
We've got the Mid-South covered.
Action News 5, taking action for you.
A late arriving crowd as the Memphis Mafia behind. The guitar has been smashed. Everybody getting set for this East-West showdown. The LA Galaxy come in 4-4-2 on the year. They are 7th in the Eastern Division of the USL Championship. And they will start with Dunbar, who's been outstanding. We showed you the little guy. Judd in the middle is outstanding. Sanchez, the goalie, has 17 saves. They've got a guy, Hamaz Berry, who played in the Premier League. He's in the middle. He wears 48.
Absolutely. A lot of firepower between Dunbar, Judd, and Salazar up top. Of course, Michael Salazar, the former 901 FC striker. Really looking forward to that LA Galaxy attack.
Memphis will go with sort of the lineup they've been using. There is Leston Paul out, otherwise pretty darn healthy up front. Goodrum has been terrific. We mentioned Kisiadu. Allen's been outstanding. Kelly's the big distributor. That has been amazing. Seacrest might be the best back in the league. Carroll has been outstanding. Muse in goal.
Yeah, really great to see Zach Carroll once again getting the start tonight. And, of course, Niall Logue slotting back into that left center back position.
And Ben Pierman, maybe a little bit nervous here. He gets set. He's brought all these new pieces together. What a wonderful job he has done. And they've scored some goals, you know. They've got a +4 goal differential. The Galaxy on the other side of the spectrum, -1, but they can score goals. They've had 16 on the year, and that will not go as planned, and it's nicely done defensively by LA.
See LA Galaxy 2 on the front foot early on, getting it right to former 901 FC Michael Salazar there, wearing the captain's armband, went right at Reese Buckmaster there, and he got the better of that battle, kind of scuffed that cross, but it's good for LA Galaxy 2 to see that man going at Reese Buckmaster early, making things happen.
Well, the interesting thing, there's 2 of the 901 FCers that used to be, anyway, now on LA, and they play a big role. You've got Liam Doyle and Michael Salazar, and they've both been very productive so far. Salazar is their leading distributor and still has 3 goals and a couple of assists.
Well, they're very quality players, and Michael Salazar, he's spent time in MLS previously. I believe he was with Houston Dynamo, and maybe I think he spent some time with Montreal Impact as well. So, you know, it's good to see him with LA Galaxy. I know he's trying to get back, you know, into the MLS side. Liam Doyle, he's a commanding center back, 6'4", did some great things for 901 FC last year, but I think 901 FC will be very happy with the players they picked up this season.
Fernando able to send that ahead, and they'll be very patient. That is one of the nice things about LA Galaxy. You look at their time of possession on the year, according to Ben Pierman. They really take their time, possess the ball, and then try to find the open guy. Now, they do score goals, I mentioned, but they give up a lot, 17 goals. And there is Johan Demet, first year as the head man for LA2. And you talked about this in the open. LA2 is a feeder system, and this is the last year the Galaxy 2 will be playing in USL Championship. They're moving on to a new thing that the MLS is doing, MLS Pro Next.
Absolutely. They're trying to, you know, MLS Next, they're keeping everything in-house, so it'll be interesting to see how LA Galaxy moves into that league.
Injury report presented by the good folks at Campbell Clinic. Matthew Brucker out, and I don't think you'll see Leston Paul, and LA, the Galaxy 2, very, very healthy indeed. And getting word now, Leston Paul actually called up Trinidad and Tobago, so he is taking a little leave of absence. This one will belong to Memphis, as Luis Fernando able to control.
Much deserved for Leston Paul getting the international call-up duty. He's been so strong. He's been a stalwart in the midfield with Aaron Malloy this year. So looking forward to seeing how Chris Allen and Aaron Malloy gel in midfield tonight.
Memphis winners of 5 of their last 7 with only 1 loss and 1 draw. And they've beaten some good teams, Vegas, Colorado Springs, and Tampa. And the other aspect that makes you feel just so positive about 901 FC, of the 10 teams they're facing now, and that includes this squad from LA, 8 of them were in the playoffs.
Yeah, they've had a really tough start of the season, but they fared very well. That's why you got to be really happy if you're Ben Pierman and if you're the fans, just because you've got such a strong side this year. And I think they've got another opportunity to get a win here tonight, AutoZone Park, and get another 3 points and move in to close in on Pittsburgh Riverhounds, who are just ahead of you in the table, sitting at third.
You mentioned at AutoZone Park, Memphis very good at home on the year. 3-2, actually 3-0-1 away. That's a little surprise. They did play some pretty good teams, including the very first game they weren't maybe quite ready for with Pittsburgh, and they lost a man in that game. So that was a bit of an anomaly. But LA's really struggled on the road. 0-3-2 have yet to win away from Los Angeles.
And that can happen a lot of times, Dave, with younger sides, and when there's not a lot of continuity in the squads. It's a lot easier for these younger sides to perform well at home in Carson. But when they go on the road, it can be tougher, especially when you're going across country, all the way to Memphis. Of course, a lot of miles traveled on that plane. So, looking forward to see how they can fare tonight against a tough 901 FC side.
Good job by Sechrist to keep everything alive. And so Memphis will have the first corner kick of the game. That one will go all the way through. Should belong to LA. This is their sixth match on the road. We mentioned how poor they've been. It has been tough, and a little warning here. The official, by the way, the referee Jervis Atkinana, making sure this thing does not get out of hand.
Yeah, not really too sure what was going on the field there, but Atkinana in midfield giving Preston Judd and Zach Carroll, giving them both a stern talking to. Always a lot of action going on corner kicks. A lot of physical play before that ball is even kicked off. And
Preston Judd, a very solid player, 2 goals, 3 assists on the year. And their Buckmaster's going to put it into play for Memphis after all was said and done. Into the box for just a moment. Memphis making it very interesting. Goodrum, quick shot, saved that time by Richard Sanchez.
Fantastic double save there from Richard Sanchez. Excellent curling effort from Jeremy Kelly. A decent save, a save that he should make, but that second save on the rebound, Philip Goodrum, just incredible.
Goodrum just keeps working. That is his skill, I think. How do you put that down on paper? He just does all the little things correctly. Nice run here by Judd, and that one cleared away.
Preston Judd is certainly going to be a handful tonight as he earns his side a corner kick, basically all by himself. But Niall Logan, Zach Carroll are going to have their hands absolutely full. You see on the replay here, who the ball might have gone out on, but Preston Judd, you said, Dave, 17 goals last year. He can fill it up. He can fill it up quickly. So 901 FC will really have to key in on him this evening.
He led their team with 17 goals. Absolutely a brilliant year. He did that in only 32 games. And they all the way up out of the box. There goes Sanchez. Here's the play inside, headed away. Well, there was a chance that time for Marcus Furcanis, just 21 years old.
Great opportunity there for Furcanis. Excellent delivery on the corner kick, and he was wide open and headed that ball into the ground, but didn't put it on target, fortunately for 901 FC.
So Trey Muse will put it into play.
Saw the replay there. Excellent shot by Jeremy Kelly. Really good shot by Goodrum, but fantastic double save effort there from Richard Sanchez, waking him up early in this game.
That second one, as you just saw, brilliant. And Goodrum thought maybe he had yet another goal. Goodrum's got 3 on the year with 13 shots. This dumped forward and cleared away. Memphis will get the ball right back.
Great ball there. You see from Patrick Sechrist, and excellent running in the channels from Philip Goodrum. As you said earlier, Dave, he's always putting pressure on that back line. He'll never give up on a play. So I want to see he can really use that against a young back line led by Liam Doyle for LA Galaxy 2.
Kisiadu on the cross. Buckmaster. Malloy's been terrific this year in setting people up. So has Kelly. He's the lead distributor. And into the box, and a chance there that just misses wide.
Looks like one of the players between Goodrum or Kisiadu was offside at the end of the day. Fantastic effort, though. Fantastic ball from Luis Fernando, and you saw the overhead kick from Kisiadu, but one of the two players offside, but good to see 901 FC pressing high up the field.
Well, and two guys in the same spot. That's sort of unusual. Look at how close that was, and Kisidu and Goodrum having a quiet conversation. LA will press. Nicely played up ahead.
Great tackle there from Niall Logue and Preston Judd. You see those two players having some words with each other.
Buckmaster with a spin move. Here's Fernando. Got it to his right foot, and that's pretty good defense.
Yeah, excellent 1v1 defending there. Great battle between Dante Campbell and Luis Fernando.
Buckmaster will play it back to Zach Carroll. Memphis patient. 9.5 minutes into this one. And a quick foot of Niall Logue to keep things going. And that one just gets past Goodrum.
Fantastic ball, fantastic look from Niall Logue. Saw Philip Goodrum lurking on Dante Campbell's backside there. Those two players almost connected. Would have been a fantastic ball from Niall. It was a fantastic ball from Niall Logue, but Philip Goodrum, his legs grew a little bit shorter on that particular play. You saw him give the thumbs up to his center back. Looking forward to seeing those two players connect this evening.
Goodrum, not a little guy either, 5'11", about 170 pounds, out of Nashville, Tennessee. And I love watching the hustle that he gives you every night, that's for sure. Michael Salazar will play it back. That big body with those big orange shoes, you remember those when they were part of the 901 FC lore. How hard is it to take all these new faces, both these coaches, Ben Pierman, Johan Demet, to mesh them all together so quickly? I mean, Memphis was good right off the bat. I asked Philip Seacrest how long it took before he knew this team was going to be good. He said, we knew right away.
Yeah, they've just, you've heard the players talk about it. They get along so well. They've gelled so well. You have a couple of players that are returning for their second season, like Zach Carroll and Laurent Kisidu. But overall, and Reese Buckmaster, of course, back in his second stint with the club. But, Ben Pierman, he's been the constant, right? He's really built a culture with this club. He's got the style of player he wants. And so they've got a culture, and it's kind of plug and play with new players that they bring in.
Buckmaster with a terrific move in some space. He gives it up to Goodrum. And Goodrum had it knocked right back to him. Goodrum in space, and it's knocked away at the last second. Memphis definitely has had the better chances thus far. 11.5 into the first half.
901 FC putting a lot of pressure on LA Galaxy. You see all 11 players back deep in their own half for LA Galaxy 2. They don't want to go down early in this game because 901 FC, they can score, and they can score in a hurry.
Allen sends that one ahead, and Seacrest not able to catch up with it. One semi-interesting chance. Judd couldn't get any kind of movement up front, but Memphis and Goodrum have had a couple of opportunities, and Ben Pierman still a little nervous chewing those fingernails, but he has to like the way this thing has gone thus far.
I think he's got to like the way it's played so far. 901 FC getting a lot of joy on the right-hand side of the field with Reese Buckmaster and Luis Fernando. Expect them to continue to attack downside and probably down both flanks. That's where they have a real advantage with Jeremy Kelly as well. So 901 FC seeing a lot of the ball in good areas of the field.
Carroll played on the right side. Buckmaster into the crease, and that thing is knocked away. Another opportunity there, and it was the quick feet of the LA defense that saved the day. Goodrum battling inside. Goodrum controls. They'll put it far post. Here's the header, and it's knocked away.
See Patrick Segrist dunked at his own player there on Laurent Kisidu. Two players going after the same ball again, but it's excellent to see all these 901 FC players right on top of the 6-yard box. You got three players on top of the 6-yard box. Ended up being a fantastic save. Once again, his third great save of the game for Richard Sanchez. So he's seen a lot of work in the first 15 minutes of this match.
Seacrest with that header that was that close. Well, you see Goodrum battling in there. I think it is Remy Cabral that he keeps bumping around with. We've seen Judd get talked to a little bit. Here's the corner.
Oh,
and a shot and a goal.
There it is again, the gritty. We're seeing it once again. Kiseidu, I feel like I'm saying that every game. We're seeing it every game. Fantastic goal in the right place, right time, but gotta love the flick. I think that was Jeremy Kelly at the near post with a cheeky little flick at the near post, and Kiseidu once again, right place, right time. Strong finish. Richard Sanchez got a strong paw to that one again. You see on the replay here. Kelsey crossing corner
that
kick.
Was good run with the heel, and Kiseidu was right there. It all starts with the set piece, and look at that. Sanchez had already made 3 brilliant saves, did get his left hand on him, but he couldn't control it. Goal 3 for Kiseidu, and it's Memphis with the early lead here, 1-0.
Dave, I tell you what, that looked like that was straight from the training ground there. That was completely drawn up by Ben Pierman. You saw Aaron Malloy going near post with that ball, low-driven ball. Philip Goodrum with the desire and effort to get to the near post, get the flick. Kiseidu with the skill once again. Great finish, 1-0, 9-1 FC.
LA gives up goals, but they can score them too. This is obviously very early. Fernando on that right side. Buckmaster behind him. Here's another shot from Kiseidu, and sliding on that far post was that Goodrum again that just got by him. What a combination.
Combination of Goodrum and Kiseidu. They're really combining well up top for 901 FC this evening. I think Kiseidu, he was definitely going for goal in that play. Kind of pulled that shot a little wide, but Goodrum was waiting on that back post. Excellent play by the LA Galaxy defender to knock that out of bounds for a Celtic crossing corner kick.
Well, you saw Goodrum say just how close this was. Look, he says just a little bit. That was pretty tough defense that time by Owen Lamb.
Definitely a goal-saving tackle by Owen Lamb.
So here's another corner, and that one will go through the box. So the Celtic corner doesn't go 901 FC's way. I don't know if it's the water in Memphis or what it is. You mentioned how much this team likes each other. Ben Pierman said it. Seacrest said it. I think Zach Carroll has said that before. It's a little bit like the Memphis Grizzlies. Everybody seems to really care about one another.
It really is, and you can see the results. I mean, it's clear as day. It's why 901 FC are, you know, in 4th place in the top 4 in the Eastern Conference of the USL Championship. And you know, not only are they talented players, they're getting along. Everything is going well right now for 901 FC. The real test, of course, Dave, will come when you have a string of a couple losses. How will this team respond? But it's excellent that everybody likes each other. I think they'll respond really well when you get into the dog days of summer in this league.
Well, they are responding early. There's no doubt about that, and they're getting recognized for it. They all think they're now one of the elite teams in the USL. They had 3 players placed on Team of the Week. That has never happened in Memphis before. It happened this week by the USL Championship, and those 3 players were Malloy, Carroll, and Jeremy Kelly.
The league is starting to take notice now. You know, when you're top 4, these things happen.
Here's another quick shot from Goodrum, and that was deflected away.
Another good
total
effort there.
Dominance in this game. Time of possession, shots on goal, all going to 901 FC.
Strong effort, really strong effort so far from Reese Buckmaster and Luis Fernando. These 2 players have just really have played so well in the first, 18 minutes of this match. Philip Goodrum is another one. He'll want to get on the score sheet too. You can tell how hungry he is. Ben Pierman, his side, are really dominating, Dave, but they're going to want to get, a couple of goals. They don't want to let LA Galaxy hang around too long and, get a kind of a cheeky goal and get back into this game.
Here's Cameron Dunbar, who will try to get things going for LA. They have not had possession of the ball a whole lot. Salazar taking his time, playing it backwards. There's Liam Doyle. No goals, no assists, but 5 yellow cards already. He has distributed the ball about 651 passes. So far on the year, that's 2nd in the Eastern Division.
Amazing.
Fernando plays it to Buckmaster. Again, a shot that's just knocked away. It looked like it was headed upper right corner, and I believe it was Sanchez who did get a hand on it.
Buckmaster, he's just such a fit player, getting up and down all game, all half. And he can do this all game, ladies and gentlemen, even in the heat. Saw that time trying to catch Richard Sanchez as his near post, saying, guys, you know what, I'll do this myself. I've been crossing the ball all game so far. Let me take a shot and just kind of slice that one wide, but I'm looking forward to seeing him getting forward more often.
Our great camera crew showed he just missed that wide right. Here's the top of the box. And a shot and a goal. 2-0 Memphis. That time it was Aaron Malloy. We just said one of the players on the All-USL team this week, and he comes up with a big goal there. More breathing room. Still early, but 2-0. 901 FC.
We've come to expect that from this man, Aaron Malloy. What a finish that was. Seeing the replay here, the assist from Jeremy Kelly. Soft little touch right there, and just what a strike that was. Right foot. Catches Richard Sanchez at his near post. Looks like he's going near post and then just pulls it to that far post at the last second. What a finish that was from Aaron Malloy. Week in, week out, he's just become such a dynamic player for 901 FC in the midfield.
Third goal this year, and honestly, Sanchez never had a chance on that one. One more look with authority. That right foot knows right where to go, and 2-0 901.
Great finish there from Aaron Malloy, and I think Dave Ben Pierman, he can maybe start to relax. His team has come out to play tonight. They wanted to put this game away early.
A little careless there. Early 9. It'll be LA's ball. We do not have the possession time at the moment, but there's not much possession time for LA so far in this game. Can't turn the corner. That one will belong to Memphis. 58% of the time it's Memphis. So about 60-40. That's actually closer than I thought.
It's definitely domination. Basically 60-40 possession. You're up 2-0 20 minutes into the match. 901 FC having a lot of joy in this game, and you know, I kind of would have expected this. You know, LA Galaxy, they're a young side. They haven't won away from home, right, Dave? They've never been here to Memphis, and you know, they're probably not quite used to this southern heat. So 901 FC with a strong expected performance so far. Celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Choose what you play just by going to www.selectsportamerica.com. Select League's Choice and the Player's Choice Select. We go to the 22nd minute. All Memphis. And a good look at Luis Fernando. He's been all over the place. Salazar trying to control. Zach Carroll all over him. Nifty move, and it'll go through the box. Great move there from Salazar.
That caught the heel, I think, of Jeremy Kelly. He'll play it out. This may be the longest possession time on a possession LA Galaxy's had. Salazar got triple teamed and the ball's taken away. Carroll will send it ahead. And Kisidu has it taken right away. Quick feet that time by Hamza Berry. Hamza played in the Premier League. They've got some talent on this side. Doyle. You hear the drums being beaten by the Memphis Mafia. This is one of the times you can really celebrate. Here's Salazar. Up ahead, Judd. Knocked away beautifully by Logue. Salazar keeps it alive. Nifty move here. He's got a shot, and he's wide.
It's great recovery there from Niall Logue after winning the ball nicely against, that might have been Remy Cabral or Michael Salazar. He gave it right away, and Michael Salazar with the nice move, but Niall Logue recovered really well to knock that out of bounds for a corner kick. You see Michael Salazar, the captain, he's really the only one that's doing much offensively for LA Galaxy 2 tonight. 901 FC will need to key in on him and keep him off the scoreboard.
Barry will give us the Celtic corner. And it goes by everybody. All Liam Doyle could do was look up and watch it go.
Yeah, there's a real wasted opportunity from Hamza Berry. You know, LA Galaxy 2, they haven't had a lot in this match, so, you know, whenever you can get forward for a corner kick, you want to use that time to kind of settle everybody down and have an opportunity off a set piece to score. So when the ball kind of sails over everyone, it's a real wasted opportunity for the Galaxy 2.
So Memphis has their best year ever a year ago. They go to the playoffs. They get everybody in town excited, and then they lose everybody. Only 5 returning players. How does Ben Pierman put this team back together? I ask him, what's he looking for? And, you know, is he looking for international players? Are you looking for young Americans? Is it a technical thing? Speed, size, what is it? He said there's 2 things. 2 things that are really the most important to him when he's looking for people: high energy, high character. Because if you have those 2 traits, it will equate to something good.
Oh, absolutely. And that's nothing to do with, you know, the skill or anything like that. Although the 901 FC players do have a lot of skill. That's probably got to be 3rd on his list, because just watching this team, it's an awfully skillful team. But, you know, they do seem to be a bunch of high character guys. They're definitely high energy. You can see them pressing all over the field. Jeremy Kelly, Philip Goodrum, and Luis Fernando, they're on a string up top. So Ben Pierman has found his guys, and boy, they're paying them back in dividends right now.
LA working from side to side. Here's Salazar. He's got some space again into the middle, and that is knocked away by Logue.
Once again, great tracking there from the captain, Niall Logue, right on Preston Judd's back. Michael Salazar has been busy all match tonight. You can see him shaking his head. He's really frustrated. His side's down 2-0 already, and those 901 FC center backs just really all over him. Michael Salazar and Preston Judd this evening.
Well, Salazar's a thick guy, as you can see, but when he looks up and he's got Logue in front of him, Logue is 6'4".
Just a monster in the back, and Zach Carroll's got great size as well, and they move really well as well. Smart players at center back, so, you know, it's no wonder why 901 FC have seen the success they've had this season.
Muse with the goal kick, taking his time. Into the 27th minute, 2-0 Memphis. Kissyadou got it started, and here's another chance. That's on Goodrum, could not get free.
You see how much pressure that Philip Goodrum is putting on that back line, and Furkan is there with a nice defensive play, but Philip Goodrum will always, for 90 minutes or as long as he's in this match, he'll be putting all kinds of pressure on that back line for Galaxy 2.
Goodrum has, we mentioned how he hustles and everything else. He can distribute. He was the one that got the assist on the Malloy goal. So Goodrum now has 1 assist on the year to go at the 3 goals. Fernandez with a little pressure. Here's Cabral. He'll cross. Off the heel is Seacrest, and Kissyadou is able to send it on over, and that'll be a trip.
See that lovely piece of skill there from Jeremy Kelly. That's what he can do. He can glide past players with ease. Even in his own third, he's not scared to take players on and show that magic. Of course, being 2-0 up, you know, you've got a little bit more leeway, a little bit more joy, but Jeremy Kelly, he's not afraid, he's not scared, and he's got unbelievable skill.
Confidence, and that makes guys do things that you think are impossible.
Oh, yeah.
Logo put it into play. And there's Fernandez. Gets by 1. Here's Kissyadou. Goodrum not able to control. LA counter, but not a whole lot is there. Finally, they find a man too far.
Great tracking.
Logo control.
Absolutely. Niall Logue has just been an absolute boss. The captain back there for 901 FC just tracking all over the field, kind of playing that sweeper position, cleaning up everything that comes his way.
And Cabral seemed to have a step on him, but that pass was not there. Muse will chip it. Doyle goes right over the top of Goodrum. Doyle's a big guy.
Really big guy. That's going to be a tough battle in the air for Philip Goodrum. He'll do best keeping the ball on the ground and using his speed and his tenacity to get by.
Well, Doyle's 6'4" too, but he actually weighs 20 more pounds than Logue. That's a big guy.
Just a big guy, but I do think Liam Doyle struggles a bit for pace, so I think that's really where Philip Goodrum can see a huge advantage, as well as Casilla do, running into those channels and running right by Liam Doyle.
A lot of pressure, and Buckmaster, I think, bumped into Salazar. He gets up slowly. Should be okay. Into the 30th minute, still 2-0 Memphis. They have been in control throughout. Kishadu got it started. Malloy got the second goal, and that'll be a foul on 901 FC. Memphis goalie Trey Muse, 1 clean sheet. I had the game that they had at Colorado Springs a little earlier in the year. He almost had a second one there. The Colorado Springs team scored late in that game to make it 2-1. It was absolutely in control, Memphis, the whole way. Just sort of the way this one has begun.
Absolutely. Trey Muse has been fantastic this year for 901 FC. Had that one mistake last match against Indy 11, but it's great to see Ben Pierman have faith in the young goalkeeper and come back out and put him in 11 tonight.
There's Goodrum trying to get that back into the middle. That goes off the foot, I think, of LA.
You can see how hungry Philip Goodrum is. He won't be happy, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 if he hasn't scored a goal, and probably multiple goals, because I think, there's multiple goals in this game for him, and he's just hungry to really start bagging goals for 901 FC, because he's got that in him. I could see him scoring, double-digit goals this year. And, either way, though, whether he scores or doesn't, he's always going to put a shift in for the team.
The title holders, hey, they're going to take the spotlight once again when New Mexico United travels to Orange County. Then you don't want to miss any of the action. That's Saturday, June 4th at 9 o'clock Eastern on ESPN Deportes. Christopher Allen will send it over to Seacrest, and they'll take their time as we are now into the 32nd minute. Malloy with that goal over to Zach Carroll, and this is a team that you look at Malloy and I think you look at Zach Carroll. There's a new philosophy that USL Championship teams are starting to adopt now in their multi-year contracts. Both those guys, Kishadu is the other one with Malloy. Carroll may have an option year on his second year, but those are definite 2-year contracts from Malloy and Kishadu.
That's a really big win for the club. Whenever you can kind of lock in those quality players for multiple years, that's what you want to do. It can be hard to do in this league at times, but well done from 901 FC. You see on the replay here, a lot of contact with Luis Fernando, but 901 FC ends up getting a foul call and a yellow card for Laurent Kishadu.
So Kishadu has been very, very active in this game, got that first goal, and there's the yellow card. So for Kishadu, that is his 4th yellow card of the year. A couple of these Galaxy players, Doyle, one of them, have 5 yellow cards already. They did that in 10 games.
It's a lot of yellow cards, but that's, that's definitely one of his weaknesses. He's a big guy, but, a lot of times, he struggles for pace. He's not the quickest in the world. So a lot of times, when a guy's about to beat you, you take him down, you get a yellow card, but you get too many of those, Dave, you'll be looking at a suspension.
LA trying to get something going here. Dunmore got it to the middle, but it did not pay off. That's played ahead by Zach Carroll. No one is home.
Smart decision there from Zach Carroll. Didn't have a lot of passing options, and I think the ball was kind of bobbling on him, and sends it down the field a good 80 yards. And now 901 FC with a good opportunity to lock LA Galaxy 2 in their own defensive third.
Neither team has made a sub. Both teams will be playing in a relatively short week. LA plays Saturday. Memphis plays Sunday against Loudoun. If this were to go 2-3-0, 4-0, would then Pierman be liberal in those substitutions just to rest legs?
Absolutely. I mean, I think either way, he's going to use up all of his substitutions in this match to keep the squad fresh, keep them hungry. But, you know, I think there's more goals, as you said, Dave, in this game for 901 FC. And if you're LA Galaxy 2, you know, you're not seeing a lot of joy in this game. I think you need to make a substitution, even just to get more production out of your players.
Good German kiss you do, trying to team up. They got to play it back. Low, always steady. A little bit more defensive pressure, especially at midfield by LA than we saw earlier in the game. Buckmaster in the middle, played right back to him. Kiss you do backwards.
See Buckmaster just whipping that ball around the field. Great to see him, Luis Fernando and Casado almost just toying with LA Galaxy 2 at this point.
Zach Carroll will play it back in the middle, load controls.
Great touch there from Jeremy Kelly. It was a hot pass from Niall Logue, but Jeremy Kelly, he's got pillow feet, if you will, some of the softest feet in the USL Championship. It's great to see 901 FC knocking the ball around the field.
Seacrest will put it into play. That one headed out of bounds. 36th minute. Memphis up 2-0. A lot of pressure that time. Cabral. Buckmaster has that thing taken away. Memphis ball. Hernandez plays it into the box. There's Doyle. There's a loose ball, and Seacrest couldn't get to it, or he did, but so did an LA defender, and we've got a stoppage of play.
Strong tackles there, especially from Facanus for LA Galaxy 2. Seacrest was trying to follow that ball up and strike through it with his left foot. Probably a smart decision for him to kind of pull out of that challenge kind of at the last second, as Facanus had a full head of steam to block that shot, but LA Galaxy 2 at this point defending for their lives.
Possession time evening out just a little bit. It was 60-40 midway through this first half. That was really, it seemed like it was all Memphis. And now LA Galaxy's actually moved ahead in that department. Here's Muse coming all the way out to grab that ball. Kelly taking his time. And right by Seacrest.
See the surprise there from Jeremy Kelly. He thought and I thought he did too, kick that ball off of an LA Galaxy 2 defender. Another mazy run from Jeremy Kelly, but Jervis Atagana obviously saw different.
Carroll heading it out of trouble. And there's Malloy. Malloy lost it to a double team, but he got knocked down. They'll call that one.
Great battle. Great battle there from Aaron Malloy, not only to win possession, but was double teamed, as you said, Dave, and still managed to earn his team a foul there. He's been so strong all year long at winning the ball and keeping possession for his team once the ball is won.
And Cameron Dunbar was right there. I mean, he had those quick little feet going.
Absolutely, and that's one player we really haven't mentioned much, Dave, is 901 FC have done and Patrick Segrist on that left-hand side at left back have done a great job of shutting him down, not allowing him to get an entry pass. 901 FC have done a great job of keying in on him and not letting him see a lot of joy tonight.
Even though they have possession time, and folks, that's not a big surprise. That's their style. They have not had a real shot on goal that would scare you or Trey Muse.
And that's, you know, what Ben Pierman would want. You know, 901 FC, ooh, hard foul there.
And I believe that was on Malloy, right? He's the one down. And that's his right ankle.
Really hard tackle there from 49 Remy Cabral for LA Galaxy 2.
And I think I'm watching Jervis Anagana bring out the yellow card. He does. It'll be on Cabral. Cabral has played very physically in this game, he and Doyle. And they're going to take a good long look now at that ankle.
Much deserved yellow card for Cabral. A late challenge nipped right at Aaron Malloy's ankles. You got to hope that he's okay.
That's Angie Zielkowski out there working. And let's take one more look. He's just trying to play it back, and he did get hit square on the ankle.
Yeah, it looked like he clipped him there, but I didn't see the ankle turn or anything.
And I didn't see maliciousness there either.
Yeah.
That was a good look at Salazar. I feel bad for Richard Salazar. He made 3 great saves, and both goals that he gave up were things of beauty by 901 FC.
Really
he was just beat.
Really things of beauty, and he's had a lot of work, you know, in the first, especially the first probably 20 minutes of this match, probably too much work, and 901 FC was just putting the pressure on time and time again on Richard Sanchez. But you know, he's had a great match so far, but 901 FC just a little bit too much, a lot of it too much in the first half of this match.
Wow, 8 shots total, 8-4, 5 on target, not 1 shot on target thus far by LA Galaxy 2. Buckmaster looking for some space.
Well done from Zach Carroll there all game long. He's been so good on the ball, serving balls, whipping balls all across the field.
Kiss you do. Into the middle. Here's Malloy again. No room for Goodrum. Seacrest. Here's a quick shot by Goodrum, and somebody got his foot on it. Seacrest will try to settle again, and that one will sail out.
See Philip Goodrum becoming more and more frustrated. He's getting opportunities, right place, right time. See on the replay here, Seacrest with a great ball, great touch there from Goodrum. That ball was probably going to the back of the net, but Furcanis once again right there to block the shot on Goodrum.
That 21-year-old Marcus Furcanis has looked pretty darn good. Here's the tough Dunbar again. Goodrum in the battle. Carroll ahead, but right to the Galaxy. Played ahead. This will be easy for Muse. He'll touch it with the one hand. Zach Carroll directs, says send it on that left wing to Logue. They'll play it in the middle. They'll take their time. 42nd minute. Still 2-0. Been very comfortable this whole match thus far for 901 FC. That's an errant pass. Looking for Fernandez. Allen send it ahead. Kiss you do try to nifty move there, and he may have hurt himself. He's slowed down, and the Galaxy in a hurry. Here's the counter and the cross, and Judd missed a wide open shot. What a break for Memphis. Preston Judd absolutely misjudged that ball in the air.
What a fantastic ball that was from Cameron Dunbar, and as you said, you know, 9 times out of 10, I think Preston Judd finishes that ball. But, you know, that's kind of how the night has gone for LA Galaxy 2. Not a lot of chances, but when they have gotten in front of goal, they, you know, haven't been efficient at all with their opportunities. And Preston Judd just misses that ball completely. It looked like a lapse of concentration there. And Trey Muse with a sigh of relief, because I think, you know, he might have been beaten on that particular shot. But 901 FC dodge a bullet there.
I'm looking upfield to Kiss you do. He's still sort of limping. Errant pass, I think it came from Buckmaster. Seacrest tries to play it ahead. And that'll go off of LA Galaxy. Couple more minutes, then you got stoppage time. Memphis got a little bit more conservative. You see Ben Pierman saying, throw that thing ahead. Off of Goodrum, they say he pushed. Well, those locks were really flowing. Now they're A little weighted down with sweat, huh?
Oh, yeah, they'll be that every game. Probably after about 5 minutes, Philip Goodrum is always running his socks off, always working so hard. And, you know, 901 FC 2-0 up, really dominating this match so far, but he won't be happy until he has a goal and probably a couple of goals, Dave.
Yeah, you know, it was 88 degrees when this thing started. And those folks in L.A., they're not used to this humidity. That has to be an advantage. The pace has definitely slowed down a ton. Here's Cabral. And that's right at Muse. Very easy. That's the first shot on target. And it comes nearly in the 45th minute.
Absolutely. And, you know, I don't know if we would render that as a shot or a cross. Definitely probably wasn't meant to be a shot there from Remy Cabral, but 901 FC doing a great job defensively. LA Galaxy, too, have woken up a little bit, you know, in the past 15 minutes or so of this match, but 901 FC still firmly in control.
Jeremy Kelly trying to get things going. Allen will back it up. And Logue sends it right into the middle for Carroll. Kiss you do. Oh, sorry, Fernandez. And the cross. Seacrest will play it ahead. Here's Kiss you do. Into the middle and a shot and a goal. Another picture perfect play. That time it's Kelly. And that will be his third goal of the year. And 3 different Memphis players here at the end of the first half make it a very comfy 3-0 lead.
Perfect timing for 901 FC and Jeremy Kelly getting that goal in the 45th minute. What a ball that was from Laurent Cassiadou, and even better finish from Jeremy Kelly. Just slotted that thing, opened up his foot, opened up his body, back post. Richard Sanchez had absolutely no chance, and Laurent Cassiadou and Jeremy Kelly combining once again for a goal for 901 FC. What a finish that was from Jeremy Kelly.
Every goal so far in this game, I believe, has been assisted. There's the big smile from Kelly, the hug from the man who assisted him. Kiss you do. He's already had a goal. So is Malloy. 3-0, and we are into stoppage time. And that one, a little cause for alarm. You got to play the whole half all the way through.
Got to play it all the way through. Michael Salazar, that man, he's definitely not going to give up. Wearing the captain's armband, he's got to show these young guys how to play the game. But he has been dangerous a couple times, you know, in the first half. But you see how frustrated he is so far with this first half performance for LA Galaxy.
So we got 1 minute of Miller Lite stoppage time, and we're already past that minute by the clock that we have. Probably one more attempt by some team, and then this thing will end. Muse will put it into play, and that's too far. Probably one more attempt for LA, and then we'll take this thing into the locker room. What a first half for Memphis. That one knocked away. And I believe that's it. First half comes to an end. A very, very productive one for Ben Pierman and for Laurent Cassiadou.
What a first half that was from 901 FC. You see Ben Pierman, he wants more. He's getting greedy. Ben Pierman, he wants more out of this team. Great first half from 901 FC.
No doubt about it. You see all the smoke? It all came from Memphis. Salazar did everything he could. 3 different 901 FCers give you a 3-0 lead at the half.
Tex-Mex.
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 Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex, here to help.
Weather never stops, and neither do we. We've got the team and the technology to be your first alert to the Mid-South ever-changing conditions. Taking action for you. First Alert Weather, only on Action News 5.
We're a city with soul, grit and grind. From sunup to sundown, with every action you take, you make Memphis, Memphis. And we're here every step of the way, taking action for you.
It means we've got your back.
Telling your stories. celebrating your community.
Watching out for your family.
And finding solutions to your problems.
It's what we do. Action News 5, taking action for you.
I know Memphis in the Mid-South. In my 40-plus years at Action News 5, I've covered it all. And that helps me take action for you when you need it most.
Watch Joe Burridge, weeknights, only on Action News 5.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminix.
Every evening, Action News 5 is focused on gathering stories that affect you.
From Memphis to South Haven, West Memphis to Covington,
We've got the Mid-South covered.
Action News 5, taking action for you.
This little guy's having a lot of fun. Joy at AutoZone Park. 3-0, 901 FC over LA Galaxy 2. There's joy here. I'm sure there's joy in Cooper Young, where Celtic Crossing, those folks love their soccer. And fans, 901 FC and Celtic Crossing have teamed up to host watch parties for Sunday's game against Loudoun United with all-day drink specials and free team gear. There's giveaways you don't want to miss. Get to Cooper Young, get to Celtic Crossing this Sunday. Again, that game will start right here at 3 o'clock. 3-0 Memphis in control over LA.
It's a goal for Orange County SC and their first of the season, and that's full time. The old guard with a new trophy. Orange County wins the USL Championship final.
For the black and yellow, New Mexico takes the lead. And all 12,000 plus here at the lab are on their feet.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
The beautiful Peabody Hotel right up above. They have the rooftop parties. That's where the Ducks live most of the time. Down on the ground, these folks enjoying their night here. A little hot start to this thing, 88 degrees, but now getting very, very comfortable. Let's take a look around the USL. Malloy and Carroll named to the teams of the week. We mentioned 3 of them, and you throw in another that was honored. And wow, 3 Memphis 901 FCers. First time that's ever happened. Louisville finally loses the longest unbeaten streak to start a season in USL history. It came to an end against this very team that Memphis is playing, LA Galaxy 2, 4-3. That was the last outing that LA Galaxy had. And then next up for 901, it's Loudoun United. We mentioned they will hit the road. They'll take on Loudoun United Sunday at 3. You got the Celtic Crossing watch party at It was going to be a terrific game starting at 3 o'clock. Loudoun sits at 11th in the Eastern Conference, 2-7-1 this season. So, JJ, you got to figure Memphis will be favored in that one.
Absolutely. You know, yeah, they'll be on the road, so it's always tough on the road. But with a team with only 2 wins in 901 FC playing as well as they are, you got to expect for them to get 3 points on the road in that one.
I don't know if we expect the dominance like we've seen in this first half with Memphis and LA Galaxy. Here's what's happened actually around the league thus far, and the Detroit City Football Club, a winner over Miami. That's 1-0. Birmingham and Vegas 0-0, and coming up, that's at halftime, and coming up, El Paso, a very good team against Sacramento. That'll be at 8 o'clock Central Time. So here's those numbers that we wanted to show you in possession time. Relatively even there. LA at the end did have it a little bit more, but look at the shots, 11-6. And it's 6-0, so you call that right, JJ. Yeah, that was a cross that Hughes actually had the save on. And the fouls, a little bit more physical. Memphis, I'm a little surprised to see that. Yellow cards even at 1 apiece, 3 corners to 2, and both teams passing the ball often.
Exactly. You know, the stats here look like, make it seem like this might be an even game, but it is far from it, Dave. 3-0 to 901 FC. They've just been absolutely dominant, especially, you know, in the first 20, 25 minutes of the match. And then, of course, scored that demoralizing goal for LA Galaxy 2 at the end of the half there. What a finish that was from Jeremy Kelly.
You know, we've done a bunch of these games. We're used to seeing Memphis give up those goals in the last minute or two or stoppage time, Miller Lite stoppage time. This time it was Memphis that scored that real breather, that luxury goal to make it 3-0. Taking a look at standings, and Memphis, if they get the 3 points here, would tie Pittsburgh with 22 points if they were to win. Look at the goal differential, though. Riverhounds have 10 plus going into the action tonight. Memphis with only 4. Well, now it's +7. You might want to score some more because you'll be tied with Pittsburgh, and that, I know it's still early in the year, but that's something you might want to take a look at.
Absolutely. If you have the opportunity to really crush a game and crush a squad and run the score up, by all means, you should take the opportunity to do that, because you know, you might be tied on points, of course, with a team, but goal differential could make a huge difference at the end of the season. So I expect 901 FC to really come out strong at the beginning of the second half and see if they can get a few more and run this score up against LA Galaxy 2.
No big surprises when you look at those standing teams. Louisville, again, that unbeaten streak, and Pittsburgh, that team is always good. Here, it's halftime, and it's all Memphis. They lead LA Galaxy 2 3-0.
Every evening, Action News 5 is focused on gathering stories that affect you.
From Memphis to South Haven, West Memphis to Covington,
We've got the Mid-South covered.
Action News 5, taking action for you.
Joy Redmond, we are thrilled that you're the new anchor at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock on Action News 5.
I am so excited to be able to work with 3 television GOATs. Yes, I'm calling them the greatest of all times. Joe Birch, Jarvis Greer, and Ron Childers.
People will want to watch Joy Redmond every evening on the news.
What they can expect from me is that I've already prepared my heart and mind for this wonderful opportunity, so I want to be able to bring the same energy, bring the same joy, bring that same journalistic integrity each and every night.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
Action News 5 Plus. It's everything you love about Action News 5, plus a whole lot more.
Getting the 5-star treatment.
Watch original sports programming, live sporting events, entertainment program.
It's an adrenaline-filled adventure.
And the very best of the Action News 5's news team.
Forget the gimmicks. We have some tips that really work.
Action News 5 Plus. Tune your antenna to channel 5.5 or call your cable or satellite provider and ask them to add Action News 5 Plus.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job?
Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
These folks getting ready for the second half. 3-0 all Memphis. They're coming out to warm up a little bit. Ben Pierman's already out there, the head coach for Memphis 901 FC. What do you say to your team, Ben, when you're up 3-0 at the break?
I mean, we're probably a little bit fortunate for it to be 3-3. You know, there was 5 or 6 really good chances for us and 2 or 3 for them. So I'm a little bit ticked, especially on our right side, letting Salazar get in behind us way too easily. We covered that. We knew exactly what it was going to be. So we got to make it more of a game for them to really do something special to break us down. And then we need to be selfless in the attack. We got to move the ball from right to left, left to right, and just make them suffer. You know, I think we're getting a little bit too cute, but you know, when things are going, it works, but we got to just make sure we got to be hard here. We got to be tough. We got to be men. We got to push them around. I think they're carrying some things that we got to pick up.
When you were leaving to go to the locker room, you had a quick discussion and a little tap to the noggin of Laurent Kessiedou, who scored a goal for you, was flying all over the place. What, if you will share, did you say to him?
It wasn't too much. I want us focused on the things that we can control. You know, we're worried about silly things. You know, we need to be worried about passing the ball, being selfless, getting our overloads on. When our fullbacks overload, we can slide them in all day. You know, we don't need to be worried about what goalkeepers are doing or referees. We can't be losing the plot there, if that makes sense.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Okay,
3-0, and it was J.J. Greer, all Memphis, right from the get-go.
Right from the start. You see Philip Goodrum there. He was busy all first half. He didn't get a goal, unfortunately, for 901 FC, but he did get this assist here. Nice little flick there to Kessiedou. What a finish that was from Kessiedou. Richard Sanchez almost, again, with the amazing save, but 901 FC got off to a really hot start.
That was a fantastic heel pass by Goodrum, and then this is just a rocket off the foot of Aaron Malloy.
What a finish that was from Aaron Malloy. Completely fools Richard Sanchez there. Puts his head down and then just slots that thing far post. You see the celebration there. We've seen that a few times from that man this season. What a player he is, Aaron Malloy.
And then this one here, well, a little bit of frustration, as you mentioned. Goodrum had a couple of chances, but this one comes right as we enter stoppage time, and Jeremy Kelly.
Fantastic first-time finish from Jeremy Kelly. Opened up his body and just fanned that one to the far post. No chance for Richard Sanchez. 3-0 to the boys in blue, 901 FC. Ben Pierman, I know he didn't seem too happy, Dave, you know, heading into the second half. But
you would think he was on the other side of the 3-0 score.
But I would think he's got to be maybe deep down inside pretty pleased with so far what you know, how this result is turning out for 901 FC. But we got another 45 minutes. We'll see if 901 FC can stay aggressive in the second half. How,
if you're Ben, are you going to play this? You're going to try to get goal differential? Do you just sort of sit back, play a little more conservatively because you're up 3-0? You don't want to take too many chances. What would you do?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, if you're Ben Pierman 901 FC, you can't think about the goal differential and think you got to take one game at a time, one half at a time, and really 15 minutes at a time. I think in this first 15 minutes, you got to be aggressive. You got to attack LA Galaxy too. They're there for the taking. You know, this game virtually is finished. So 901 FC, I expect for them to really be aggressive in the second half.
Here's Kelly. And once again in the air, Goodrum tries to keep it alive. Salazar can't play it. Here comes Memphis again. Here's Fernandez. He was everywhere in the first half. A little chip will go all the way through the box. So chasing it down, here's Owen Lamb. Really been a quiet night for guys like Cameron Dunbar and also for Preston Judd.
I think that was definitely part of the game plan. See LA Galaxy 2 attacking here.
Well, there is Judd with the big right foot, and he's way off the mark.
I think, and Ben Pierman, he is right. You know, I think 901 FC have been very fortunate that Preston Judd, he hasn't really quite been himself, right, Dave? You know, for a guy that scored 17 goals in 32 matches last year, you know, he's looked to be a bit out of form, you know, just a bit off in this match. not putting shots on target that, 9 times out of 10 he definitely would.
Well, and the guy that really was doing the most damage, and Memphis was fortunate to not give up a goal, was to Salazar. And yeah, I have to wonder, does Salazar, who knows the pyramid system, is that an advantage?
Well, I think it's definitely an advantage, but at the same time, 901 FC, they'll know Salazar's strengths. He's got a lot of pace, and I think there's a lot of motivation there for Salazar to return to Memphis, return to AutoZone Park, and really run at players. He's such a dynamic player, but 901 FC overall have done a pretty good job of keeping those strikers for LA Galaxy 2 in check.
You love the fact that the wealth has been shared. 901 FC will put this thing into play. 3 different Memphis players have scored in this game, and then Goodrum, you see at the bottom of your screen there, Goodrum has been all over the place, has not scored, but he's definitely made his presence known.
He's made his presence known. I think that man holding the ball right there with throwing, Reese Buckmaster, has certainly made his presence known. He's been up and down the right-hand side of the field all game long, defending 1v1, getting up the field, serving and cross. Has been really impressed with his performance so far.
Sanchez will send it over to Doyle. Hernandez putting a little bit of pressure on. Doyle able to send it to midfield. Kelly tried to send that over to Seacrest a little too far. It'll be LA ball. Not one shot on target. That would tell you that despite the lapses Ben Pierman talked about, Memphis D was pretty cohesive.
Some pretty good defense, and also pretty fortunate as well, especially on that one cross from Dunbar into Judd up top, that missed header opportunity. But you're right, Dave, really strong performance, I think, so far from 901 FC.
Hey, again, you could say the same thing for LA, as that was the quick run there by Dunbar. That, Memphis has done a heck of a job of recovering, losing a guy like Murphy, losing some key guys. You look at there, Salazar and Doyle, and then they left. But the investment Memphis has made, and I had a good time, honestly, chatting the other day with the right-hand man of Tim Howard. Memphis has an assistant sporting director named Caleb Patterson-Sewell, who's had MLS experience, also USL Championship experience. You talked a little bit about how you build a roster, because Memphis has invested. They have better travel than they used to have. They have better accommodations here for their players. And you've got guys like Seacrest and Malloy that you signed. These are really good players that agreed to come. They also have this new sports medicine clinic that they're going to, with all the latest that tells you how fit you are and how to stay fit and recovery. It's Excel, that's out in Germantown. It's really a great story how 901 FC is getting better and better as we go.
Of course, and that investment is so huge. Both on and off the field, all those amenities that you named for the club. It's just such a great selling tool for Tim Howard right in that front office to bring in players.
There's Muse, who steps right in front of a charging Galaxy player. And Memphis will take their time. Muse came into this game 21 saves on the year.
Whoa, strong tackle there from Goodrum.
And I don't know, we got stoppage, or were we going to get a card?
Yeah, foul call here, and a lot of talking to from Atagana with Goodrum. Doesn't look like he's reaching in his pocket. See Trey Muse there directing that back line. You see this 50-50 ball here, and Goodrum, he's never pulling out of a tackle there.
No.
And
that was pretty 50-50. That was not reckless play. Not Goodrum. Dante Campbell did pay the price.
He paid the price, and I don't think
he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. And Philip Goodrum didn't have his cleats exposed too much, which is most of the time is what's going to get you a yellow card. Sometimes a red card if you bring that boot up too high. But fair play there, strong tackle there, strong challenge. Foul call, no yellow card to move on.
Campbell will put it in. I think one of the unsung guys tonight has been Fernandez. His strong play, setting things up, getting back on defense, has been outstanding.
He's such a consistent player, and I think you know, last match, I don't think he would have been overly happy with his performance, but Ben Pierman obviously has got, you see him shake and bake right there.
On cue.
Great ball.
And look at this one. Here's a chance into the middle. And just before Memphis could catch up with it, Malloy trying now. And another Galaxy player down. This time we're going to get a yellow card. That's going to go against Zach Carroll.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a soft yellow card there. You can see Zach Carroll not happy at all with that call. You know, maybe definitely a foul there at midfield, a professional foul, but
that's his first yellow card of the year. It's the second in the game. Kishidu got one in the first half.
And Dave, it might even be his first foul of the game. So to have your first foul of the game, you know, be a yellow card, and especially as your center back, you know, kind of a dangerous opportunity there for Ben Pierman. But you saw in that last play, Jeremy Kelly trying to slot that ball across the 6-yard box to Laurent Kisiedu once again, but good defending from LA Galaxy too to clear that ball.
Doyle will put it into play in the center circle. We are into the 53rd minute here. No score in the second half. Memphis got 3 goals in the first half, if you're just joining us, from 3 different players. Kishidu got it all started, Malloy, and then at the end, Jeremy Kelly, who's been the best distributor this year. He got into the act as well. Hughes trying to get his second clean sheet of the year, but we got a long way to go. Christopher Allen will send that out of bounds. You look at this team, and if this holds up, now you're 7-2-1. That's the best start in the history of the franchise. 6-2-1, you're already there. What is the ceiling for this team? Are they in the Pittsburgh and Louisville league yet?
You know, I think it's going to probably take a couple of years for them to get to that level. You know, that's year in, year out, top level success from that club. From those 2 clubs, a lot of investment as well as a strong challenge of foul.
Wow.
Called here as well. You see Cameron Dunbar earning that foul. He's definitely starting to wake up in this match.
I do not think that that particular call, Christopher Allen agrees with.
I don't think so either, but you know, it looked like he got some ball, but also some man there as well. But to answer your question, Dave, I think 901 FC will have to, you know, you're having such a great start to the season. I think, you know, you'll want to stay in the top 4 and get home field advantage in the playoffs. You know, in my opinion, I think that's the goal that they can certainly look at striving for in the 2022 season.
LA Galaxy's had a couple of Celtic corner kicks. That's about the extent of it. They have not had a shot on target. This is one of the more dangerous moments for Trey Muse in the 55th minute here. And they go with the fake. And that one fakes LA out.
Another wasted opportunity for LA Galaxy too. That was Taylor Davila over the ball. Sails it over everybody. Looked like he was going for that PK spot too. You see he's not happy with himself as well, but that's been kind of the difference in this game, Dave. A lot of wasted opportunities on set piece opportunities for LA Galaxy too, and 901 FC have really finished almost every chance in front of goal.
Well, they had outshot them 2-1 in the first half with 6 shots on goal to Zippo. And then, you know, so there you go. Three of them made it. So they have just been the more cohesive team tonight. They've created the opportunities and they've just finished. And that is not something that, you know, 2 years ago, Tim Mulqueen's teams just couldn't get that done.
Absolutely. They've certainly been the more opportunistic team, had that killer instinct.
That'll be the second yellow card for LA. And this one will be shown to Hamza Berry, the kid from the Premier League, a very experienced player. He's been frustrated tonight too. He hasn't had very many touches.
Hasn't had a lot of touches. Really, that midfield between Aaron Malloy and Chris Allen have been really dominant in the middle of the park, as well as Kaseadu. Chris Allen has done a great job filling in for Leston Paul tonight. Really been strong defensively, as well as just moving that ball around the field. I think Ben Pierman he's really lucky to have a player like Chris Allen, who's come off the bench a lot, but a lot of players that can fill in a lot of spots for this 901 FC side.
And solid back there with Carroll and Logue, too. LA hasn't been able to counter, and even when they've had possession time trying to find a focal point, it's just not been there.
And I think typically, that would be Cameron Dunbar and Preston Judd up top for them. But those two guys, Dunbar has done a couple things, but Judd just really hasn't been able to be himself.
Doyle couldn't play that correctly, and that was almost a fluky one for Kisiedu. It would have been his second goal tonight.
See, Kisiedu, he wanted that so bad. Had a mistouch there, a rare mistouch at that. I think if he would have taken that down, he would have found a way to slot that thing in the back of the net.
Here's Davila. Taken right away from him. Wonderful play by Buckmaster. Chipped ahead, looking for Kisiedu again. Does a great job of controlling. Looking for the post. There's Goodrum! And there's the fourth goal of the game by 4 different 901 FC players. Every one of them have been assisted. Every one of them have been things of beauty.
Fantastic effort there from Philip Goodrum. So happy to see him get on the scoreboard. You can see almost a sigh of relief for him. See on the replay here, fantastic hold-up play from Laurent Kisiedu. What a ball that is from Patrick Seagrass on the left foot, whipping it in. Diving header for Philip Goodrum. Just beating his man at the back post. No chance there for Dante Campbell, and Philip Goodrum hyping up the crowd, getting a goal in this match. You see the celebration. So hyped for that man in 901 FC tonight. 4 goals to the boys in blue.
So he's got a goal and an assist now. He was so close so many times, and finally all that determination pays off. And here in the 59th minute, Memphis with the extremely comfortable 4-0 lead. And you got to wonder with the game on Sunday, when does Ben Pierman start making some substitutions?
Yeah, I think that would be coming up soon here, and probably a couple minutes at the hour mark. You could probably see some substitutions from Ben Pierman and his side, but I think these guys want more goals. You can see Philip Goodrum once again running the channels. I think this could be a multi-goal game for him if he stays in the game.
That one poked away from him. Gets right up and goes after Doyle. Puts some pressure on Sanchez, and he dumps it to midfield. Memphis will be very content to just keep it at midfield. So now your goal differential +8, just a couple behind Pittsburgh.
You're just a couple, and I think that's exactly what Ben Pierman would have wanted from his side in the first 15 minutes, is to get a goal in the first 15 minutes without conceding at that, and just firmly even more put your foot on the gas in this game and just have complete and utter dominance and control of this match.
Canis over to Davila, and
you can see how frustrated these LA Galaxy 2 players are.
Salazar with his hands on his hips. He wanted to come here and show the people, remember me? He's not been able to do that. Here's Goodrum again. Trying to get by Doyle. Into the middle. Right to Kisiedu, another shot, and there's a save. Didn't quite get every bit of it, but give Richard Sanchez some credit for knowing where that thing was going to go.
Once again, fantastic attacking football from 901 FC.
That's another shot on target, by the way.
Another shot on target. You could see Philip Goodrum, Aaron Malloy, Kisiedu combining once again. Such exciting stuff from the attacking players from 901 tonight.
And Dunbar gave it that, sends it on the right wing. And that one cleared away. 61st minute, all Memphis 4-0. And there's Niall Logue. He's definitely making sure everybody knows where they're supposed to be on this Celtic corner kick. Celtic crossing corner kick, to be exact. Logue able with that 6'4" frame to knock that one away.
Strong commanding header there from Niall Logue. It's been great having him back for 901 FC, and great seeing Zach Carroll stay in the starting lineup tonight. Those two have really earned, I think, both of them have earned a start tonight, and look forward to seeing them partner together in more matches.
So it's LA that makes the first substitution. Here comes Adrian Gonzalez, Remy Cabral, who had worked hard. He will leave the game. It looks like we're also going to get Harvey to come in, and you got to figure Ben Pierman will follow. So this is Carlos Harvey, and as Campbell loses it, it'll belong to LA Galaxy.
It's not surprising to see some wholesale changes from LA Galaxy too. Johan Dammit not at all pleased with the performance of really the entire side in the first 63 minutes of this match, and at this point I think LA Galaxy 2 is just wanting this clock to just tick down and then get out of Memphis and get back to LA and regroup.
7-2-1 would be the Memphis record if this holds up. 10 games, 7 wins, only a couple losses, and frankly you'll be the big favorite at Loudoun United. Team's only won 2 games out of their 10.
Great opportunity for 901 FC to pick up some points in a good run of games with clubs that, you know, aren't too high up the standings.
Dunbar gives it up. And again, there's Lowe knocking it away. I think that's Kishadu who went down, and he's not getting up anytime too quickly here. And that was stoppage of play from Jervis Antaganana. I want to say that is the different ankle than what he hurt the first time. This one is the left ankle. Let's take a look. Oh, he did get stepped on there. No question.
Man.
That was Harvey, who just came in the game, stepped right on the instep.
Yeah, that one looked ugly, Dave.
So Angie Ziolkowski gets a little bit more airtime tonight. You know, the less airtime, the better if you're Ben Pierman for his trainer.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised, Dave, to see Ben Pierman start to pull out some of his stars of this match as things could get ugly, and there's no point really of having you know, Kasiadu get injured and
I admire
Jeremy Kelly.
These guys. The Memphis Mafia, they come out, they bang the drums the whole time, even in the freezing weather they're out here. Now, I will say, a couple of years ago, there was like 5 times as many as they used to have. But nonetheless, the heart and soul of those guys, and it's as big as the heart and soul of this guy. He has really worked hard and appears to be okay. He'll go to that new rehab place they have, and with all the new stuff, they'll regenerate some health for him. I don't know, is Ben Pierman pulling the trigger here yet?
I don't see anybody warming up too feverishly on the sideline to replace Kasiadu, but at the same time, I don't expect for him to go to the distance in this match.
Probably going to get a couple more minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time because of that injury to Kasiadu, but he seems to be okay. You'd love for Muse to keep the clean sheet if you can. He's got a long way to go. 25 more minutes. Camus will cross it. Campbell settles. And here's Harvey. He's past that time for Camus was not on the money. That's dumped on, and here's Dunbar with a nifty move, and that was some pretty darn good defense by Malloy. Kishadu looks okay there. Do not miss a minute of the action in 2022. So whether your club is on the road or they're at home, You can catch nearly every second of USL Championship action on ESPN+. Plays like that in the middle. That's the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. You can sign up today at plus.espn.com. Salazar will bring it out. No regroup. And that one's from way up. LA getting a little desperate now. 67th minute, 4-0 Memphis. Kelly looks pretty confident. And Boyce and Egbo getting set to come in. Devin Boyce, midfielder. He is going to replace Kishadu, and I'm sure he is going to go right to rehab when this thing is over, because he got stepped on both ankles. And out comes Goodrum. And David Egbo will come in for him. So some new names and deserved rest for Kishadu and for Goodrum. Both those players scored goals tonight.
Great shift from both of those players, and well done from Ben Pierman. You saw him give another tap to the head, Kasiadu. I think he ended up being very pleased with Laurent Kasiadu's performance tonight, and well done on Ben Pierman getting those two players out of this match. And like you said, Dave, hopefully they can get some treatment and prepare for the next match, because 901 FC will definitely need them moving forward.
Well, David Egbo's got some fresh legs. Did you see how high up in the air he got on that long ball? He's got some hops. Boyce back to Malloy and into the middle. Seacrest plays it right back. Kelly, the distributor, plays it conservatively. Seacrest trying to send it in the middle. There's Doyle. He was looking for Egbo.
Seacrest all second half has been whipping in some absolute dime piece balls on that left foot. He's been getting forward really nicely on this left-hand side for 901 FC. You can see the confidence that he has getting forward on that left flank, whipping in balls to that left foot. You know, I expect he might have another assist left in him tonight, whipping in balls to David Egbo up top.
Owen Lamb will get it into Doyle. Egbo chasing everywhere. LA having trouble just getting it out of their own zone. A little pressure from Egbo again. For Canis. Cannot send it in the right direction. Here comes Malloy, who got tripped up, no doubt about it. Owen Lamb got him, and that's a yellow card for Owen Lamb. That'll be the third yellow card in the game for the LA Galaxy 2.
Lovely couple of touches there from Aaron Malloy. One to settle that ball, and then the second touch to evade the LA Galaxy 2 defender, and Owen Lamb earns a yellow card for his efforts, and 901 FC will have a dangerous free kick opportunity here. You see the lovely touch there from Aaron Malloy, and then just suckered him into that foul there for the young LA Galaxy 2 defender. Aaron Malloy teaching the young kids a lesson tonight.
Well, you've talked about professional fouls. Is that a professional flop?
It was definitely a foul. I think Aaron Malloy might have embellished it maybe a tiny bit, but it was certainly a foul, certainly a yellow card, and Aaron Malloy has earned his side a dangerous free kicker. You see the cheeky little smile that he's got there.
He baited it. There's no doubt. And he'll put it into play. Halfway through the 71st minute now. A lot of jostling inside on this set piece. What do you think we're going to see here?
Right on top of the 6-yard box. Back posts.
Ooh, you had it called.
It's a little bit too.
But only Richard Sanchez knew it.
Yeah, a little bit too close to Richard Sanchez there. Maybe the ball a little bit too high Aaron Malloy typically drives in such a great ball, but just a little bit too close to Richard Sanchez on that set piece.
Hernandez very physical on that side with Campbell. And LA gets the call. Lloyd finds Kelly, and they give it up.
See, LA Galaxy, too, have just struggled so much this evening with the attacking plays. Jeremy Kelly with the giveaway there, but LA Galaxy, too, just not able to connect all game long with that final pass and really that final shot. 901 FC continuously have just taken advantage of all the mistakes from LA Galaxy, too.
You look at Trey Muse again, there has not been one shot on target. Memphis with 8, and they've scored 4 of them. And on the attack again, Egbo dancing around. Seacrest will play it back. Smart play. And that one should be off of LA. They're going to say off of Boyce.
Yeah, it looked like it's a foul called there on Devin Boyce.
Yeah, he did bump with Marcus Furcanis, excuse me. So Boyce gets his first foul of the game. And Doyle with the big foot. Hernandez. Boyce in the middle, and that was almost an Egbo score.
Fantastic
David.
Kick save there from Richard Sanchez. What a run there to the near post from David Egbo, but Richard Sanchez once again standing on his head, keeping that 5th goal out of the net for LA Galaxy 2. You see on the replay here, lovely little ball there from Fernando to Devin Boyce. 2 guys making the same run. Excellent ball across the 6-yard box, and what a save that was from Richard Sanchez.
And Egbo almost had his first goal. Watch the Sanchez reaction there. He got that left foot out. Celtic crossing corner for Memphis.
Oh.
And that was Egbo again, who was able to get up high, but wide and high.
Fantastic ball there from Aaron Malloy. Whipped in right on top of David Egbo's head, but jumped maybe a little bit too early there. Couldn't keep that ball down.
We were mentioning this is the first ever meeting between LA and Memphis, and here comes some more mass substitutions. Derek Dotson's going to come in for Jeremy Kelly. What a great game Kelly has had. He had a goal in this thing, and Lucas Tursi comes in for Aaron Malloy. And, you know, this combination up front with him and Goodrum and the communication they have, and then you throw in Kissiedu. Wow, this is some really dynamic stuff that you're watching with 901 FC.
Some great soccer, and what a performance by those players. Really the main stars, Aaron Malloy, Jeremy Kelly, Laurent Kissiedu, all of them able to come off the pitch early on in this match after an absolutely dominant performance. What a great performance by the whole squad, 901 FC, and their star players in particular.
And, you know, Ben Pyramid now will have the opportunity to get a little bit more rest from these guys and didn't stress them out as much as maybe you could have when they traveled to Love.
Absolutely, you know, and they'll be ready. You know, they'll be ready for that match. And yeah, you're on the road in that, but I think 901 FC will have a great opportunity to get 3 points on the road against a struggling Loudoun United side.
You played in this league. You remember, like, the toughest places to play is Pittsburgh or Tampa. You look at some of the other really dynamic places in this league where, you know, I think Colorado Springs, we were able to watch that game. They didn't have a huge crowd, but a decent one. You played for them. Give me some of the places you think are the toughest that Memphis might have to play later in the year.
Of course, Louisville City FC, that's always going to be one of the toughest. They got an amazing stadium there in Lynn Family Stadium, and of course, they're the class of the league as well. Such a strong side in Louisville. So, of course, going there, going to Pittsburgh, going to Tampa, some of the places that you mentioned, those are just going to be really tough sides to play in the Eastern Conference at the USL Championship.
Is the Eastern side tougher? You got Colorado Springs, San Antonio, this team, the Rising. Is that league as deep, as good as the Eastern side?
It's really tough to stay year to year as we see.
Here's another chance. Here's Egbo.
Oh.
Good recovery. And that was Fernandez who dumped it in, and boy was able to head it away.
We have a counterattacking opportunity now for Galaxy 2.
Well, you see how fast Dunbar is, don't you?
Really quick. 901 FC have just done a great job of keeping the reins on him.
And Salazar trying to make some magic there, has it swiped away, and that one, is it saved? It? Nope, they're going to say that was out off of Reese Buckmaster.
Great hustle there from Buckmaster. But to answer your question, Dave, it's tough to tell year to year which side is tougher, the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference. I think this year the Eastern Conference have some really strong sides, with 901 FC being one of those strong sides kind of coming into the fold.
And that corner, Doyle got a noggin on it, but not enough to make a difference. Egbo heads it away momentarily. Harvey puts it into play. Memphis trying to clear. Cannot. And that'll be a foul on Memphis. So we were mentioning first ever meeting with these two. I don't know how many more meetings there will be. This team leaving for MLS Pro next. What is that? All of the twos, like United, Atlanta United 2, or all those sort of forming their own feeder league now for MLS?
Yeah, a lot of the MLS 2 teams are the reserve sides for the first team, and the MLS are joining the MLS Next League. As I said before, I think the idea is to keep everything in house and really have a true developmental league for MLS. Although I think USL Championship is a great environment for the young players and these MLS 2 sides to learn, as we see a dangerous free kick opportunity from Michael Salazar.
Here is Salazar, and it's not even close. They've had a couple of opportunities now on close set pieces, and nothing's been on target. So that's still a big 0. And Trey Muse, and there's a happy guy. Look what I found. He's got to return that, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he's got to return that. When Michael Salazar, you can see the frustration on his face as he basically almost kicked that ball out of the stadium. A free kick opportunity only about 20 or so yards out. LA Galaxy has just had a tough time, as you said, Dave. Not a single recorded shot on goal. They've just really had a long night here in Memphis, and I suspect that they can't wait to get out of here and head back to LA.
Campbell will put it into play. The MLS developmental teams, they take guys so quickly because the whole point is to feed MLS. And the USL has made a major commitment with their championship level teams. And there could be some relegation and promotion coming up. That would be an exciting thing. Adding playoffs to that. I think the USL model, the USL championship model, is a really good one.
It's a great model because, you have to win in this league. There's real trophies and real opportunities at stake. Whereas if you're just in a purely developmental league, a lot of guys can really just be gunning for individual stats and to make the first team see another chance here for Galaxy. But, being in the environment of USL Championship, I think, is great for young players to learn in.
Ryan Boyce with his second foul in the game. There's no doubt about that. He just came absolutely over Carlos Harvey. So you look at Trey Muse, and we were mentioning looking for a second clean sheet. Almost had one in Colorado Springs till the last minutes. But John Berner, remember the year John Berner was having last year here, and in a game at home, as you're going to see Cobian come in, or Cobian. Philippe Cobian will come in. And also you're going to see Picasso come in. Looks like Pegazzo, but it is Picasso. And some people think he could be a masterpiece of a play.
I see what you did there, Dave. That's pretty clever. I like that.
Another set piece for Trey Muse. So John Berner, remember he had that Achilles injury. He could be back as soon as Sunday. He could be playing against Loudoun United. This one way off on the right side. They're 0 for 3 on those set pieces without even coming close to anybody or any goal piping.
Just story of the night for LA Galaxy 2, not able to put any shots on target. And to your point, Dave, that'll be a great having John Berner come back, another strong goalkeeper being added to that goalkeeping core. Trey Muse, he hadn't had a lot of work to do tonight. He'll be looking to keep that clean sheet. Tonight, what a meg that was from Derek Dotson.
And Dotson sends it over to Fernandez. What a move there.
Oh, great ball. Oh.
I got a feeling Derek Dotson will be thinking about that one for a while.
Great run from Derek Dotson out of midfield. Get the nutmeg on the player and have a great pass as well.
And another opportunity, and into the net it goes. And there's the first goal of the year for Egbo. And just like that, the sub makes it 5-0, and 5 different 901 FCers have put that ball into the net.
See the dance moves there from Segrist and Egbo. What a fantastic pass that was from Patrick Segrist, just slotting David Egbo in. First time finish on that great left foot from David Egbo. The fans don't even know what's going on. 5-0 to the good guys, and what a finish it was as well. Dave, you can see here, you see the celebration there. David Egbo, sigh of relief, just wanted that goal. Great to see all these 901 FC players celebrating together. Almost the whole squad came up to celebrate that one, and what a first time finish that was. Looked like he nutmegged Richard Sanchez at his near post.
Wow.
Another goal for 901 FC.
That was a one-touch Chick-fil-A masterpiece. Fernando, I think, getting a little rest now. Memphis bringing in everybody. 5-0. The only thing not certain here will be the final score. And we're about probably about 10 minutes away from that. Kizza in now for Fernando. And he had another very, very solid outing. So that goal differential now to 9-1 under Pittsburgh.
Not bad at all.
You'll be even in points.
Exactly, and this is the perfect result if you're 901 FC. And last thing now, I think you want to keep that clean sheet as LA Galaxy continues to attack.
Cabayan tried to send it ahead. Boyce got totally shoved down, and they call that. Ooh. Campbell, who's been rough, just got a yellow card, and that had nothing to do with the play. I think that had everything to do with his reaction on the call.
Absolutely. Whenever you kick the ball away, you know, after the play is called dead, you're usually always going to get a yellow card. Then he had a few extra words as well for Atagana, our head official tonight. I think that's just pure frustration, being down to 5-0 here in the 85th minute. Just pure frustration there from Dante Campbell.
Well, yeah, I saw Marcus Furcanis when that goal that Egbo went in. He was about as frustrated. That's what you're getting now. You got some. These are pros. They got a lot of pride. They've struggled on the road this year. They've won 4 games at home, and they think they're a good team. They're 7th in the East. They're trying to get better. And this has just been a total massacre from the get-go.
Absolutely, just a really professional, expert performance from 901 FC, and LA Galaxy 2 will continue to not have a single win on the road this season, which a lot of times, as I said earlier, Dave, can be the case with young squads. Oh, what a ball.
And another opportunity, and Salazar was just able to get his body right in front. That was almost the 6th goal. That would have knotted you up with Pittsburgh on goal differential.
For as many amazing, great saves as Richard Sanchez has had tonight, you know, he's just had an absolute nightmare with his defense in front of him. He's made, 5 or 6 amazing saves tonight, but he still has had 5 put right past him.
Celtic crossing corner coming your way. The 901 FC has now tied their franchise record 5 goals. 1 more, and that would make this one historic tonight. Here's Boyce. That was easy for Christopher Allen to control. Final 4 minutes of regulation. Dunbar still working hard. You can't help but just marvel at what Ben Pierman has done. Best season in history last year, gets a whole new team, and they're off to their best start ever. And who knows what the win total will be.
I think the sky is the ceiling with this 901 FC team, and you can see everything is really starting to click for them tonight. Of course, you're facing a young LA Galaxy side that has struggled on the road, but I think the proof is in the pudding. 901 FC have performed these past 2 games here at AutoZone Park extremely well.
Seacrest will put it forward. Here's Dotson into the middle, and that one ends up in the hands of Salazar. Seacrest a little frustrated as he gets up slowly. Dotson another chance. He's been hustling. And, listen, talking to some of the officials, they are so happy to have Seacrest, the pride of Marquette University.
He's just been playing so well really all season, but especially in this match, he's just been absolutely dominant on that left-hand side, especially in this second half. He's just getting forward tirelessly this evening and hasn't had hardly anything 1v1 wise offensively in his own defensive third. You know, I think he's got to be up for our man of the match here tonight.
Boy, that is true. Who will be the man of the match? Yeah, you could say a clean sheet for Muse, but there's not been one on target. You can't give it to him. You have 5 different guys who've scored. Goodrum has gotten a goal and an assist. I think Kissiedu had a goal and an assist. I'm going to let you choose this one.
Seagrass
I'm not going to let anybody get mad at me.
Yeah, Seagrass with 2 assists and, of course, the shutout. You know, I think you can't go wrong either way.
I think Ben Pierman's going to owe me a 6-pack of some of that Miller Lite stoppage time stuff.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that was a collision.
Wow.
That one is not. That's a yellow card.
Wow.
On LA Galaxy 2.
Oh, wow. He's got the red card pulled out, Dave.
Yeah, he sure does.
That's really just a shame here at the end of this match. This game is completely done. No chance for LA Galaxy 2 win. You know, I'd be curious to see the replay here, Dave, if there was some foul.
Well, you still got 2 guys down, too. I mean, and it was, well, let's take a look. This is Boyce.
Oh, man, you see the elbow there.
Yeah, he elbows him there. There is no question. That's a red card all the way. Take a look at it from a different angle.
Wow.
Oh, man, Harvey just comes in. That's his right elbow right to the jaw. There is no place for that, and a deserving red card. Harvey came in as a substitute, and it's gotten physical. He hurt himself with the collision, but he's going to be leaving this game.
That's really shameful there from Harvey. That was the second time he's done something like that. He stepped on Laurent Casilladou's ankle earlier, and I was going to say something earlier. It looked like he might have done that on purpose, and then he comes in with the flying elbow on Devin Boyce here at the end of this match.
I hope he's okay.
You got to hope that he's okay.
I don't know if Andrzej Ziolkowski gave him smelling salts or not, but he does not look like he can really focus that well. One more look, and watch the cheap play here. That elbow, man, it's an elbow forearm right to the chin.
Really a disgraceful play there, and then he goes down like he's hurt. That's Carlos Harvey, of course. Really his second play, a really dirty play of this game, and you got to hope that Devin Boyce is okay.
Yeah, they got to take Boyce out of here for sure.
Yeah, head injury like that, you know, into the game, there's really no risk versus reward here. Putting a player like him, they're going to need him further on in the season, but head injuries you can never play with.
You got to have the sense there's going to be some sort of concussion protocol that is used here too.
You just really hate to see that, Dave, at the end of the match like that. Just a player taking it upon himself to basically just injure a 901 FC player. LA Galaxy 2.
They brought Graham Smith in. We got only 2 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time. And I hate to see this thing end. This had been just a glorious night for 901 FC. I know it was a frustrating night for LA, and I think this is a good Galaxy 2 team. But they just were outclassed. They've had trouble on the road all year, and they showed their frustration at the end, and there's just no excuse for what Carlos Harvey did to Ryan Boyce.
Really no excuse at all. As you said, Dave, you hate to see the match, end in that way. After such a joyous night of scoring 5 goals, not conceding any goals, and Carlos Harvey deciding to put his elbow through Devin Boyce's face. He already stepped on Laurent Casilladou's ankle earlier. You got to hope that Casilladou is okay as well, but really no place for that in the game, and you got to think that the league will be looking very closely at that particular play.
I would hope so. Well, here's still some fight coming from Dunbar, and that one goes over. Another missed target. And we approach the 2 minutes of the Miller Lite stoppage time, so this thing should come to an end at any moment. And there it is. Ben Pierman will go shake the hand of Johan Demet. And Memphis officially now is 7-2-1 through 10 games. LA Galaxy 2 slips to 4-5-2, and they struggle on the road. They are still winless away from Los Angeles. Clean sheet for Trey Muse. These fans love what they see. We'll come and wrap things up in just a minute. 5-0 Memphis, a winner over LA.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex. Here to help.
We're a city with soul, grit and grind. From sunup to sundown, with every action you take, you make Memphis, Memphis. And we're here every step of the way, taking action for you.
It means we've got your back.
Telling your stories. Celebrating your community.
Watching out for your family.
And finding solutions to your problems.
It's what we do. Action News 5, taking action for you.
Joy Redmond, we are thrilled that you're the new anchor at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock on Action News 5.
I am so excited to be able to work with 3 television GOATs. Yes, I'm calling them the greatest of all times. Joe Birch, Jarvis Greer, and Ron Childers.
People will want to watch Joy Redmond every evening on the news.
What they can expect from me is that I've already prepared my heart and mind for this wonderful opportunity. So I want to be able to bring the same energy, bring the same joy, bring that same journalistic integrity each and every night.
These fantastic 901 FC players saluting the crowd. This was a masterpiece of a game, except for the ending with Carlos Harvey, who cheap-shotted poor Ryan Boyce. Time for the man of the match, and it's Laurent Casilladou, a goal and an assist. So on the year now, JJ, he's got 3 goals and 4 assists.
Fantastic performance by Casilladou. You saw did all his work really in the first half with that goal and assist. Saw him celebrating with his teammates. Another great performance by Laurent Casilladou. Well-earned man of the match performance.
That, by the way, those 5 goals, which he was such a big part of, ties the franchise record for the most goals. And now you got a 9+ on goal differential, 1 behind Pittsburgh. You're tied for second in the East. They're having fun here. Final stats, you're going to love what you see, even though LA had the possession of time. Look at that, 19-13 shots and 12 zip on target. Just absolutely a total domination, 16-9 fouls. Memphis had a few more, but the cheap shots came with the yellow cards and the red card that was given to Harvey at the end. Look at the amount of passing we saw tonight. Really outstanding, and one of the better performances I've seen by a 901 FC team.
Dominant performance, as you said it, Dave. 12 shots to 0 on target in favor of 901 FC. Of course, LA Galaxy missed a couple of easy ones at the beginning of the match, but 901 FC punished them for those mistakes, putting 5 past Richard Sanchez, who made a lot of really good saves tonight, but you know, he didn't have much defense in front of him, and 901 FC really punished Galaxy too for that this evening.
So here's a brand new team, amazing, with only 5 guys back from a year ago, all meshing. 5 different guys scored tonight, and Memphis brings it home. 5-0. They've won 7 of their first 10 here in 2022. For J.J. Greer, I'm Dave Woloshin. For our entire crew, this was a lot of fun tonight here at AutoZone Park. All Memphis over L.A. So long, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.